Welcome to I don't know what this is. What is this? What is I don't know. The Bonanza of the Extraordinary. That's what I called it. I completely forgot the name of the show I made. Slightly farcical, I know, but it is nonetheless true that I completely forgot the sodding name. 100% completed. I don't know what I'm saying now. Fully forgot the name. That's the key piece of information. I don't know precisely how I managed to do that. It is a peculiar thing. I know my memory is often bad, but to fully forget the name of the thing that I do every week, that's perhaps a new low. An exceptionally new low. So if memory serves, we do need to build more buildings. And hopefully, we were hoping for shopping sprees from these little people as well. Because otherwise, I may have to sort of maybe take them away, put them back on or something. I don't know. The shopping doesn't seem to be working out as well as I would like it to. But I may have to look it up and see if there's a more optimal item. But the gold, like the fact that I've got 6 out of however many I need, those gold bricks did work for a very short period of time, and then they didn't, and I don't know why. But there you go. It's a nice little village there. Trying to see if we can find a new one, but I'm suspecting loosely. Is that just a standard cannon? It looks different to what I remember, but it's quite nice having. That's very much a sort of, I wouldn't necessarily say strongly defended port area, but it at least has a little bit of defence. And there's like a floating tower at the back, which I don't know if I've ever really appreciated, but it looks like it might have like a lava flow in the middle. And it's quite ominous, isn't it? Quite ominous, that one. Another little dock. A big dock with a big boat coming in, or going away, I don't know which. Fishing port, that's nice, especially the dragon head, sort of almost Viking longboat, I suppose, isn't it? That might be what it's meant to be. And then, but although it's interesting, you've got what looks like a Viking longboat, and then what looks like it might be the back end of like a little tugboat, which is quite differing styles of boat, isn't it? The Viking longboat versus the tugboat. Stargazing again. Oh, I see, that's the theme, of course. The theme was stargazing. That's stargazing as well, I suppose. City of Stars. Anyway, we'll do our 5 count. Mag Power 100x. Well, there's only really one Mag Power we like, and that's Mag Launcher. From Evolution, if you are unaware. Evolution Worlds, I suppose, as well. Because Evolution 1, Evolution 2, and then they did Evolution Worlds, which is the combination of the pair. But cut down slightly, I think, as well. Make a wish. Hello there. That's the wish. That's everybody's wish. Everybody's wish is hello.
Hello there.
General Blue Boosh. Please prepare to be blooded. I'm going to sink and steal your treasure. And then I will... I can't remember any bloody lines from Hello Hello. You must go see the other characters who, do the things. I know you knew the accent just by me adding Z's, yeah. And Z's. I don't know why I went American for a moment there. That is nice. It almost reminds me, and I don't know, it may be the fact that it's supposed to, but it almost reminds me of Skies of Arcadia, which, appeals to me, because it is, you can see in the hashtags and in general, it is a floating island. But yeah, it's really, really, really nice. I like it. That hole would be troublesome, yes. Anyway, that was our 5th. And that's a nice little farming village, isn't it? A lovely little farming village. With a silver golem just sort of sat in the middle. Hello. I don't know why I'm here, but I suppose I can just sort of hang around. I wonder if putting the cows on a raised platform there, I wonder if that's helping to keep them alive. I don't know. It's very difficult to say. Because I don't really fully understand why my cows died I'm hoping no more cows die. Anyway, so lots of people running around there. Now, I wanted to double check. What have I got in my hand? Oh, it's my little flower in my headgear. Right, so... Okay, so we've got the sell something, which has specified awkward. The breed some pets, again, awkward, but not unreasonably unviable. A troublesome hole. There are always troublesome holes, especially the sort of troublesome hole you put a monk in. I think that was before your time, Butternut. I think so. I don't know if you would get the reference of putting a monk in a hole, but Mr. Blueboosh, you probably should. Whether you do or not, I don't know, but you probably should. But as I say, I think that was before your time in D&D. So a little bit of background. I played a character called Brutalicus, who was a raging barbarian, and so I genuinely... Oh, you were there! Oh, excellent! Oh, that's fine then. I thought that was prior to you joining, but excellent. I don't need to... Well, I suppose for anybody else, I will explain. Although, as specified, I can't fully remember myself. So it's like, okay, for some reason, there was a point in time where I tried to put him in a hole. I don't think he wanted to go in a hole, and then I tried to put him in a hole again. And then, eventually, lo and behold, somehow, some way, I did end up with a portable hole in order to try and put the monk in that hole as well. But that's, I mean, the fact that I ended up with a portable hole after the whole hole situation is unbelievably farcical. But anyway, welcome, Mr. Blueboosh. Welcome. You found a desert in a temple with mummies and a hole in the wall. Ah, was that it? See, I genuinely don't remember that that well. So, right, I am going to search DQB2 room list because we'll try and get ourselves some kind of funky room. Which one's going to be better? We'll try Game FAQs. I'll trust Game FAQs to provide a decent Game FAQ. You sort of hope so anyway, don't you? Right, let's now also, we'll compare that list, not that, there we go, rooms, that's it. The basic bedroom, social bedroom. This one here would be a communal bedroom. So, do we fancy building some kind of communal bedroom? Yes. Yes, I think I will. Now, precisely where, I do not know. The temple has some bedrooms. This has a couple of cottages specifically for the nuns. It's also got a couple of odd little fancy bedrooms there. One of which I think is Lulu's, I believe. Then it's got a pub that's not a pub. So we do need to deal with that. It's got a bathroom, a couple of toilets. I can't quite remember what's the other side here. That is just another toilet and another bathroom, isn't it? Yeah, another variation of toilet and bathroom. Well, that's fine. And then there was a pot room beneath, wasn't there? So where to put a communal bedroom? I suppose I could possibly pop it on the old green farm. But then there's every possibility I could perhaps put it in here. There is... I mean, this is just a random cottage, I think, isn't it? I can't remember exactly what this was considered. What is it? An enormous cute room. Oh, I think that was it. I just had to make a cute room, didn't I? So... I suppose now I've made a cute room, we could change this into something else. Precisely what, I do not know, but we could do something else. I think Babs wanted full everything, but I can't remember what sort of room she wanted. So we might leave that alone for now. We've got a hotel. That's nice, that can just stay as a hotel. We've got ourselves a music room. Now I must admit, here... I've got plans for there. So I think we'll leave there for now. I honestly didn't think figuring out where a communal bedroom would go was going to be the first problem that I faced. But nonetheless, the first problem I'm facing is where to put a communal bedroom. I'm slightly tempted. Do you know what? Yeah, that kind of goes, actually, because if we consider a communal bedroom to be sort of like almost like a halfway house, perhaps. So just outside the church, next to the nuns' houses, that's not going to be outrageous, I don't think. So what we want to do is smashy and build ourselves out a little bit of space here. We may have to fiddle around with that piece of fencing, but apart from that, I think we'll be alright here. He likes the idea and he likes the plan, so that's what we're going to go for. Now, I don't know whether I want to get up there and trash a couple more pieces. The thought distinctly possible springs to mind. Distinctly possible. Smash that. Now, that's handy. There's a lovely little path here. Which I've just thought... I got too heavily inclined to grab those blocks and completely forgot the point of me going up here, which was to smash that. Unfortunately, that was just a fuck up, which is fine. But how are you both? How are you, Mr. Blue? I assume you're drowning if you are blue. But hopefully, let's all hope you're not drowning, because that would make life awkward. In fact, it makes life so awkward, you may in fact find that life is over. Enough to unstart drowning yourself. I assume that is possibly you saying you're good. But it may also be, of course, you wishing Mr. Butters a happy birthday, for your birthday was a day that was not that far ago. It was yesterday. I want to say yesterday. Fairly certain it was yesterday, wasn't it? So happy, like, yesterday birthday. You've got a cake now. I actually kind of hope you've got a cake. You had a cake anyway, because you always want a cake on your birthday. It's the best thing to do. Have a cake on your birthday. I do remember some of the old cakes I used to quite enjoy. I think I've discussed this one before, but Gary Rhodes. Gary Rhodes, that's the one. Gary Rhodes, in his little book, he discussed and produced a Jaffa cake. That was a sort of a big version of your Jaffa cake. So it was a sponge base. So you'd purchase a sponge base, and then you would go off, make yourself an orange jelly, and then on top of that orange jelly, you would put a chocolate ganache. And once you've done all of that, you have yourself a rather delicious and rather temptingly delightful Jaffa cake. It's a Jaffa cake. It's a cake of Jaffas. It's a Jaffa cake. Would you like a Jaffa cake? Yes, I really do want a Jaffa cake. I want a Jaffa cake. I think I did one of the mixed ones when I did it, because I was exploring the captaincy stuff. For anybody wondering, trying a Gold Hoarder Captain's Voyage. This is Sea of Thieves we're talking about. I think it's just us, so I don't necessarily need to highlight that, but you never know. Anybody watching the feedback and playback and stuff may be looking at that going, I don't know what that is. So there you go. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's a Sea of Thieves thing. They've just recently introduced captaincy, where you get to basically captain your own ship, officially now. Whereas before you just you had a ship that you went around and did adventures on. This, you now have official, I am the captain. This is the captain of your ship. A calling. So you officially are a captain. And earlier on today, I tried the mixed the mixture of companies. So it was a couple of merchants, a couple of gold hoarders, and a couple of... exactly. Order of Souls. Now, I found out as well that I do not like tracking Order of Souls skeleton bounties on Sailor's Bounty. Because I don't know whether you've ever done that, but it is awful. Absolutely, 100% awful. Because they spawned them downstairs. Like absolute 100% arseholes. Because... do you know what you have to do to get downstairs? You have to dodge all the traps. Do you know what is also very difficult while you're downstairs? It's the fact that you are basically in the dark. It's like completely pitch motherfucking dark. And you're expected to fight a load of skeletons. And it's like, no, this is horrible. Stop it. And then, of course... if you don't have an openable chest and you've got 4 skull targets, you've got 4 separate trips. And you know what I did? What I did was went, fuck off. And I made 1 trip and fucked off the rest of the treasure because I could not give a shit about that many trips. Now, granted, there is slightly more backstory as to why I was slightly irritable and couldn't be bothered to get every single treasure out of there. But that's because I was caught in a storm, which was highly frustrating. So we're looking at sort of... I'm trying to measure this. But yeah, I'd been caught in a storm. So I was dealing with Smuggler's Bay. I was collecting my chickens on Smuggler's Bay. That's an island in Sea of Thieves, again, for anybody unaware. It's an island in Sea of Thieves. And I was collecting all my chickens. And... there was slowly but surely a storm heading towards Smuggler's Bay, and it was like, oh shit. I'm going to have to... quick sticks, get your chickens on board, son. And I did. I managed to capture my 3 red-plumed chickens and my other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's going to be awkward unless I do a 1... well, actually no, because if I'll just cut it off early, I suppose. That should be acceptable. Yeah, that's the 4. So if I then build my... is that the right one? Yes, it is. Excellent. That's the one. That's the ticket. It's what we want to see. Nice. Nicey excuse me. Nicey McNicerson. Do we have a fancy door? Yes, we do. I might want those floorboards. But still. Excellent. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, I think I'm going to want to turn that door around. Turn around. Because I do sort of want it to sync up with the rest of them. Because I'm trying to design this so that it looks like it's just one large building, perhaps, that's been sort of separated into multiple. Anyway, so the rest of my voyage was... I was very aggravated by a storm, for starters. Then, so yeah, anyway, I was at Smuggler's Bay, the storm was coming in, I managed to get my chickens on board before the storm came in, and I sort of tried to run off to Sailor's Bounty in order to do the next part of my mission. And annoyingly, the storm sort of caught me heading to Sailor's Bounty, and I thought, oh, alright, we'll have to just sort of live with that, hope for the best, and carry on, you know, keep calm, carry on in a storm. And so I was running around in a storm in Sailor's Bounty, desperately trying to find these skeletons, until finally I also found a clue, a doings clue. Well, I haven't actually got any windows in those ones. Interesting. I might put some, well, actually, I can't really put windows in the other one, but we'll put windows in the communal room, perhaps. I don't know precisely where I want to put windows, but what happens if I do that? Yeah, it tries to link up, so it looks bad. So what I want to do is use those ones. Maybe 2 sets of windows? No, just the 1 set of windows, I think. Just the one long window, that'll do. So anyway, Smuggler's Bay. Tried to dodge a storm. Couldn't dodge a storm. Ended up in a storm. Parked at Sailor's Bounty. Couldn't find my skeletons for love nor fucking money, which was immensely irritating. So I was just sort of running around in a storm, having to sort of pop back to the boat, hoping that it wasn't going to sink. It was very frustrating, as I say. Very frustrating. Ideally, there was a concrete block I was using previously. Is it actually concrete? Yes, it was. So what we need to do is just on the edge. We'll be overriding most of this because it is just on the edge of each of these. Oh, okay. We may have to override these a little earlier than planned because I've run out of concrete. Hopefully we can sort of... I'm hoping I can just slightly fudge this so that I don't actually run out of concrete. I don't know if that's going to be true, but I'm hoping for the best. Oh yes, sometimes that's all we can do. Hope for the best. Oh, god damn it. Why have I got chalk at? I don't want no chalk at. Chalky cheese! And yes, there should be concrete at the front, as I had thought. So, I think I did those ones, didn't I? So we want to, I don't know, do that one. And do that one. God damn you and your flipping chalk. You're flipping chalk everywhere. Tell you what, if we make sure we do those ones. God damn it. This is gonna be really quite troublesome. That shouldn't actually change much over there, but it should have given me... can't you just go insta-wood? What I could do, but what I wanted to do was make sure I had this concrete perimeter. So underneath the outside of the blocks, rather than having wood there at the bottom, I wanted concrete at the bottom. And unfortunately you can't just do specific lines of blocks with this tool. You have to do the big square. And therefore, I had to sort of faff. Very much faff. So yeah, I got caught in a storm at Sailor's Bounty. We'll get to the end of the story eventually, but... I don't know when. It could be a while from now. I'm not going to lie. These stories tend to go on. Both in-game and when relaying said stories out of game. Rustic beds. I mean, rustic beds could work. We also need a light source. So, what sort of light sources were we using in here? Oh, that's cheeky lights. Oh yes, I see. Cheeky lights in a fireplace. And these ones are a little bit more simplistic, weren't they? Yeah, candle. And then in the church itself... Because I don't want anything too flashy, I don't think. Like, I don't really think we want candelabras, truth be told. And I don't want a fancy light. I want this building to be slightly sort of... You know, as I say, like it's meant to be this communal house. So you know, I'm happy to do a fireplace. And the reason I'm happy to do a fireplace is simply owing to the fact that I think that's what would be considered a cheap, effective way of warming up the house without necessarily putting too much effort into it. So now we just have to figure out, as I say, I think... Oh, candles, master. I think candles will work. Maybe crates, candles on crates. Maybe some bookcases. Yeah, I think maybe... you know what I'm going to do... Whoops, not quite like that. So we'll do like a triple stack of bookcases there. And then a crate there and there. And then we want to get those candles that I apparently decided not to pick up. I thought I'd picked up those candles. So I believe... Yeah, I need light sources 4. So we'll put... Of course, the most sensible of decisions, put candles next to your bookcases. That will always work well for you. Do we want to completely encase that? I don't dislike it. I don't know if I 100% like it. And it's definitely a fire hazard, but not gonna lie, I don't dislike it. Right, at this point I'm going to check out beds, because obviously if it's going to be a communal bedroom, it does rather have to have some beds. I don't think I need any of those anymore, so I'll get rid of them for now. Tally-ho! Whoops! Almost didn't activate my windbreaker in time. Sailor's bounty in a storm. So I hard anchored because I didn't want the boat floating off in a storm. I felt like that was a sensible decision. And so I put the chickens down below deck as well, so that they couldn't get struck by lightning. I don't know whether they can be struck by lightning, but I figured, do you know what? Fuck you, game. I'm not going to put it past you. Therefore, I'm going to think that you're going to be a dick to me. Do you know what? Basic bunks. Do you know what? Maybe not so much basic bunks, because they're going to shred my supplies. But that's fine, I suppose. So let's have a look at what we can dye them as. We might sort of, I suppose, cut it down to bedroom items and we can get immediately access there. So yeah, white's not a bad choice. It's a little bit medical, but I don't know. I must admit, the light blue. Yeah, they're dark blue at the moment. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 4 as light blue. I'm going to hopefully go and get some more cotton and build 4 more in the dark blue, and I think that should make for a nice pattern. And yeah, I was running around in a pitch black storm trying to find these skeletons, and I couldn't, and so I got frustrated and thought, do you know what? Fine, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go south, and I'm going to try and go away from the storm. Turned out, the storm was going south as well. So all I ended up doing was continuing to go down to the south. It continued to go into the storm. So I ended up being completely turned around and wound up sort of straight back to Sailor's Bounty, where I discovered Ashen Guardian and defeated him, and then had to wander around looking for a clue, which is where I found my skeletons underground in the most obnoxious place you could possibly imagine. As I say, the entire place was pitch black, and it's like, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, bruv? Why are you making me fight skeletons in the pitch darkness? I don't need this. I don't need this at all. And so yeah, there was a lot of frustration there. I couldn't be bothered to get my treasure, and so I ended up eventually just going, I'm leaving, on a jet plane. Not entirely sure when I'll be back again. And so I left the boat behind because I found a jet plane in the Sea of Thieves. Nobody knows how I found that jet plane. I'll tell you what, they were fucking surprised. When I rocked up firing missiles from a jet plane on a Reaper, they were like, oh shit, how has he got a jet plane? I don't know why they talk like that, but apparently they do. But yeah. Then eventually I think I managed to get off of Sailor's Bounty and headed in and handed in my chickens. Then I managed to hand in my... well, I got another series of quests. Well, no, I had a couple of quests left over, so I ended up popping over to Crescent Isle and dealing with some more skeletons. A lot easier to deal with skeletons on Crescent Isle. Crescent Isle's a very nice island, nice and compact. It's a reasonable, it's like a mid-sized island. It's not too small and it's not too big. It's a reasonable size. And I appreciate a reasonable sized island, because it's kind of like, okay, right, I'll tell you what, let's do sort of like a pair of beds there. I don't know, maybe we'll probably get away with putting one there. I don't really want to put one in front of the bookcase though, so we'll perhaps put one there. There's a couple now. Enormous communal bedroom. That is what I am. How you say talking about? Might want that desk, but I think we'll probably want those desks in blue. I think you can actually dye those bookcases as well. I don't know if I really want to bother, because that would require demolishing those bookcases, dyeing them, and then bringing them back. But still, let's have a look for a little table. So I feel like the rustic desk is probably the one, isn't it? So we'll have 3 more rustic desks. And I'm just going to pop them next to the beds, because I think that'll be just visually quite nice indeed. Oh, yes, there you go. Yeah, you can actually. Oh, that's annoying. I want them in white now. It's a very dark blue. I think they'll look better in white as well. But it's very frustrating. The problem is I sort of don't want to bother, but then I feel like that's being lazy. So I kind of do want to bother, but at the end of the day I don't really want to bother. So I'm in a bit of a dilemma as to will I or won't I bother. And I fear the answer may be I won't. But we shall see. I guess these will have to go this side, because otherwise the poor fella right next to the fireplace is not going to get one. No. It has to be done. So I got to demolish my lovely bookcases. That's dropped it down to a social bedroom at the same. The torches, apparently, very much an important factor in the communal bedroom. I don't know why. Oh Christ, I'm almost out of cabbages as well. That is truly incredible. Truly incredible. I suppose I do have some strawberries, but strawberries are actually less effective. How frustrating. Right, we'll want our candles back out as well, and the dyed tables, not tables, bookcases, should. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 and 5, I think. So 10 should suffice. I think. If my calculations are correct, which they might not be. Right, we'll get this sorted out, and then we'll move on to figuring out another new room. In fact, I think I've already figured out which room we're going to do next, I think. We'll probably pop the roof adjacency factor into this area as well. Ba-bam, ba-bam. That's back. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. And bam. Oh, that's interesting. Only 3 lights are needed for the communal. Oh, no, this thing here, fireplace. That's why I couldn't remember the word fireplace, but I couldn't. The fireplace is a key factor to that situation as well. So was I using? Oh yeah. Oh, and do we got any of those window things left? No, apparently we don't. Oh, I guess I'll have to just go back and get some more then. Which is frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Oh, yes. I think roofs are included here. No? Are you 100% sure? Roofs aren't. Oh, roofs are indoors. Okay. I get 10 of those, so yeah, we can just do 10 of them. Excellent. Marvellous stuff. Oh, I've only got 3 of those mid things. Bloody lucky I spotted that. Bloody lucky I spotted that. Otherwise I would have had the embarrassing situation of going all the way back there, discovering I didn't have enough bloody roof pieces, and then having to come all the way back to the bloody desk. I suppose I should possibly consider the idea of making a closer desk. But, I don't know. I like the desks in their sort of dedicated positions. Also, I don't need to run up all of the stairs. It just, I don't know. Makes it slightly easier. Ow, really must stop landing hard on the ground. It makes life a little bit awkward. So yeah, I think actually we need to trash this now. Yeah, that's right. So we'll need our bricky bricks. Our bric-a-bracs. Our lovely little... That's the wrong place. That's the right place. And now, bam, 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 bam. I think. Oh no, I did an extra pillar there. So theoretically, all I want to do is. I do that and fill that other bit in later? Yes, I can. Oh, okay. I don't know whether this is going to work out the way I want it to, but certainly. We just want 2 of those. Oh, we may need one for the other side as well. We thought I was being clever. It turns out I might not have been being as clever as I thought I was. But sometimes when you think you're being clever, you actually do end up being clever. But if you don't, if you think you're being clever and you don't end up being clever, I fucked it. I don't know precisely how, but I didn't need that end column. That's the point. I just need that window thing. Yeah, I mean it's not perfect because they don't 100% sync up, but I mean sometimes you just got to go with fuck it, that'll do, and it's alarmingly frequent how often I end up with the fuck it, that'll do method, because fuck it, that'll do. I must admit, let's not do as fancy a window. We still want the windows on the ends we're dealing with here, but I feel like we won't do any sort of central windows because again we're sort of keeping, oops, we're going to try and keep it relatively simple because again we're looking at that idea of it's a sort of communal building that you're not going to put that much finance into. I know that's a bit cynical, but it's mostly true as well. Sometimes the best cynical statements are actually alarmingly true. Whether you want them to be or not, it doesn't seem to matter in the real world. Right, excellent. So let's continue those shingles. Gravel blocks, technically, I suppose. Like that. And yeah, we've just basically got to run gravel blocks down to the end of the house there. And probably, in fairness, run gravel blocks all down here as well, perhaps. It feels like it makes a degree of sense. Now, whether I do something about this path or this thing or not, I don't know. What I could do is possibly, yeah, let's try and find those. Ditch all of those. We don't need any of those anymore. I say that. I frequently find I do need those after all, and it turns into a whole thing of finding them again, but never mind. You just sort of hope you have done it right, and then you realise, nope, I have not done it right. Really, game? Really? Or am I blind? There we go. I was going to say, I must have some stone handrails. Right, the idea... I must admit, that would probably be a good, worthwhile thing to reflect as well. So we'll do. And I must admit, and in that case, we probably want to do that. I must admit, I don't really, I didn't necessarily want to be using the gloves, but they're there. They're there. It's a bit cynical, but alarmingly true. Very nice. I will check that out after the stream. There we go. 2 of those, please, I think. Yes. Because that will reflect a little bit of symmetry there, a little bit of symmetry there, which also reflects a little bit of symmetry over there. Which means, really, over here, we once again find ourselves wanting to try and perhaps reflect the symmetry. And in fact, we might want to... it's not like... I'm not suggesting it's a perfect symmetry. So if you get your measuring tools out and you go, oh, no! Oh, look at that! It's not 100% symmetrical. It's only meant to be sort of adjacent. A lot of the things I do are adjacent. They are adjacent to everything because it's basically I do it as closely as I can. But yeah, you've got a nice little path there. Now, granted, this path is much smaller than that path there. Which, weirdly, I could just do something about that, actually. So how long is this path? It's usually easy to have a block in your hand. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So you want to literally just move it 1 as far as I can go. Let's just take out all the pillars. Sometimes I try to do it fancy and just have the whoops. That's still too small, isn't it? I miscalculated, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I did. Oh well. Oops. pillar. No, pillar there. No, pillar there. I promise, eventually, eventually, we will get something that resembles what I'm after. Unfortunately, it may be a while, because every single thing I do is wrong. And that is alarmingly true in the real world, in general. It is alarmingly true. Right, let's just have a look. We've got those little slime passage things. And I think it might be quite nice to, again, it's once more, it's sort of reflecting features. And I think that's what makes for quite a nice area. And I do think we've managed to accomplish what would be considered a lovely little area. I do quite enjoy the fact that it's got that lovely little garden. And it was, I know I'm sort of tooting my own trumpet, but I think it was a perfect place for this Seal of Erdrick. It's very nice. Right, okay, so we do have a plan, and I think I have the recipe for the room in game. Therefore, it shouldn't be quite as difficult to do, essentially. Now, whether I've got the tools to do it, I don't know, but we've at least, I think, got the recipe for the room. Hot chamber. Sculpture gallery. Okay, so we need one stationary statue and any handrail. A handrail? Why, yes, a handrail. Right, so I'm going to make it quite big, I think, and then put some other things on display as well. So what we want to find... I think I do have a couple of statues on me. Goddess statue could be a nice addition. Monster monument, interesting. Could be something. But right this very second, I'm looking for the handrail. The handrail. The handrail of my desires. It's my desire to have a handrail. Wall lamps. That's a floor lamp. Let's have like 10 floor lamps, because I feel like they might be quite good for sort of lighting up the displays. But I also feel like the wall lamps might be quite nice as well, so we'll get a load of them. You don't technically need a bunch of light sources, you just need exactly the amount of light sources it specifies. But I think sometimes it's quite nice to have the area lit up in a way that makes sense. Ah, there we go. Iron stanchion. Yes, I think we want a load of iron stanchions. There's probably too many iron stanchions now, but I don't care. I don't care. What don't you care about? All of it. It's my version of, I think it's the Twaler. It's my version of the Twaler Sift song. Twaler Sift. She goes around with a little sieve, going, "Oh, look at me, I'm Twaler Sieve, and I sift things for a living. I do likes me sifting." Right, so I think what we'll do, I mean, the music room and the spa are all built out of that sort of cottage. Can't remember its official title. Timbered wall. So we'll perhaps go with that. Well, I was always slightly tempted to change that up, which means, you know what, I'm going to go back to the table. The table of my dreams. Ow. Well, that hurt my pride and my legs. The worst kind of hurt indeed. Yes, yes indeed. Silver tile. Sooty silver bricks. I do like sooty silver. Sooty silver. Sooty silver. Yeah, I do already have 446 of those sooty silver bricks. We could possibly compound them with Yeah, do you know what? I might change it up. Sooty, why do I... What? Apparently I only have 4 sooty silver bricks. I'm assuming my sooty silver bricks are somewhere else. I don't know whether my sooty silver bricks... I do remember one place I put a load of stuff, which is in here. Do you happen to be where my sooty silver bricks are? No. Balls. There's one other place I could possibly try. Which is the big treasure trove at the Scarlet Sands. But outside of that, I may end up just building more, which is immensely inefficient. Because the sooty silver blocks should exist somewhere, but I don't know where, which is a problem. The only chests that actually work as chests are those, either the massive ones. Hey, there are my silver bricks. Tuppence a bag, tuppence a bag. My silver bloody bricks are in fact here. I don't know why you're sifting. Stop sifting. Right, back to the cerulean step, where with a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill and a little bit of how's your father. I don't think we should be having how's your father now, thank you. But I appreciate you. Keep running out of stamina. Right. Oh, especially, that's interesting. I've already got some sooty silver bricks in there, so maybe I was always planning on making it sooty silver. But anyway, so theoretically, it's one of those occasions where it's like, please work, please don't be a dick, game. Don't let me push the wrong button at the wrong time and therefore get the wrong thing built in. Yeah, it's looking a lot fancier now. And I'm slightly happier with the sooty silver brick. It's one of those bricks that is kind of one of my favourites because it's got a nice darkness, but also the silver gives it a slight shininess. And I do like shiny and I do like dark. And when you can give me a dark shiny, I'm quite happy. The only issue that may crop up is, I must admit, do you know what? Really annoying. I completely dismissed that checkered floor, so I left it in the Scarlet Sands vault, and I'm now looking at that checkered floor in that music room, and you can probably guess the end of this story if you're paying close attention, because I'm clearly going back to the Scarlet Sands where I said I decided to dismiss carrying it, which kind of suggests that I'm perhaps regretting that decision, otherwise I wouldn't have gone back for it. Right, back once again to the cerulean step, and I know I could technically have just built a load more checkered floor, and maybe that would have been more efficient, but I feel like using up some of the supplies I've already got is going to start becoming quite a useful thing. Right, so let's try and check this room here. Is this enormous? That is enormous, okay. So we'll probably want to try and reflect the size of that thing. So let's... Whoops. I don't know what I did there. Oh, I already had some checker floor on me as well. So previously on I'm too lazy for my shirt. Too lazy for my shirt. So lazy it hurts. That's not actually the original song. For a moment I thought it was, but it's I'm too sexy, isn't it? I'm too sexy for my shirts, too sexy for my something, so sexy it hurts. Now obviously we're going to be changing this wood floor eventually, but I figure it's good enough. I suppose I've got that other version of the tool. I wonder if that's going to work. No. No. It's not really going to work for me, is it? Not while building out a floor. While building out a wall, maybe. While building out a floor, not quite so much. It doesn't want to go like flat and down, as far as I could tell. Maybe there is a sort of position I could manipulate it into, but I don't know. There's a sense of relaxation when it comes to just pop, 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 pop. It's a rhythmic bang, and you just sort of get into a zen place. And sometimes it's nice to just be in a zen place, vibing, as they say these days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm quoting other streamers. A lot of streamers I watch use the word "yeah, we're just vibing," and I've noticed a lot of them seem to do the "yeah, yeah, yeah" as well. I believe I mentioned it previously that a streamer I watched goes "yeah, yeah, yeah," but I have noticed a lot more of them end up going "yeah, yeah, yeah," and every day's vibing day apparently. Every day I'm vibing. Every day I'm vibing. Vibing is the only way to go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't know precisely how wide I need this floor to be, which is why I'm just going to carry on until basically I either run out of floor or get bored. Boredom will... Do you know what? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I've only got 130 odd left, so I feel like boredom and running out of tiles is actually dangerously close. It's time to play a dangerous game. I might change up my outfit in the not too distant future as well, just to be a bit different, you know. Especially now as I've got other outfit choices available. Might have a look in my sort of wardrobe, possibly just looking. I'll probably look on in. I think in the in the Golden Sands area. I don't think it's called the Golden Sands, is it? The hot desert area. Ooh, the hot desert area. Would you like to see my hot desert area? I bet you would. Let's just double check. Is that going to be... Yeah, that is actually. That's not bad. So if I pop a wall in there using my fill tool, I then want to make sure I go 2 spaces down. Two spaces down, thank you. And now we do want 1 extra wall here, so we'll do this one manually. Fuck it. It don't matter to me at all. Whoops. Well, it matters slightly there, but it's fine. Just want to see the tool before we engage in the tool. Mostly we're going to just pop that. So theoretically we don't need any more. We probably don't need wood at the moment. So what did I want? A door. A door is most important to my needs. And frankly, dear, I adore you. That's right, I've put a door in, and that's why I adore you. Enormous room. Let's sort out the flooring, which, as I say, I feel like this checker tile, I think that's going to look quite nice as a variation, you know, as a museum floor. I think that's going to look quite tasty. Now, the key question is, do I want to do... Have I done it on every single other area? I think the answer is yes. I'm probably going to want to reflect that here as well. So what we'll do... I might do it manually, which probably means trashing the door. That is awkward and annoying, but nonetheless, I suppose... Yeah, double sort of fancy, double fancy, yeah. So I do want to do that. Just take 2 of those. I wonder if I can cheekily. No. No is the answer. So it looks like it's the hard way. Or no way at all. Where's my wooden floor?
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Do you know where my wooden floor has gone? Never mind, General, I've found it. Oh, that was one of the things I was going to say earlier on when Mr. Blueboosh, you utilised a hello there. But first, hello to you, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Welcome. How are you and how are you doing? Or what are you doings? Are you doings? You may not be doings anything. Your doings may be poor. Now, do I want... Do you know what? Yeah... I think that's what I do. Can I get away with... Can I? No. Okay. I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to trash the whole thing. I don't have enough windows for that, I don't think. So I'm going to go back and get some more windows. Wooden floor, wooden no. Oh, boo. In fairness, though, this is about as bad as this one. This example is about as bad as that thing there. But I saw a little article earlier on today, and it's one of the more tolerable articles. I know a lot of the time, I'm not going to lie, a lot of the time I discuss these articles that I've watched, and I just point blank say they're shit, they're garbage. This one was at least mildly amusing. But in fairness, actually, the mild amusement doesn't come from the article. The mild amusement comes from other people, and they've collated all of these things into a single mildly amusing article. But nonetheless, it was about... I think it was some kind of reference to the idea of a what if. What if General Kenobi went to the dark side? What would be his Sith name? And the answer one of them gave, which was quite amusing. There was a couple that was sort of like genuinely like, oh yeah, no, that's actually a serious answer that's quite interesting. I'll give you the serious answer that was quite interesting first, which was the fact that Vader, of Darth Vader, is the Dutch for father. I don't know if you knew that already, you may very well have done so. However, if you didn't know that, yeah, it's a fascinating enough little thing to know. But yeah, the Dutch is father. And so the other side of that is, because Kenobi was more like a brother figure, the suggestion was use the Dutch for a brother. So they decided, you know, a serious example would be Darth Broer, because that would be the Dutch for brother is Broer. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you know, it's B-R-O-E-R, I think, or something along those lines. So it would be Broer, which actually, that sounds almost like it's a piss take of Dutch, isn't it? Yeah, he is my bro. But anyway, so that apparently is the Dutch for the thing. It's broer. Oh, balls! Biggity, biggity balls. I need my checkered floor back, and give me my swapping tool so that I can get checker floor underneath here and get rid of this marble. Get rid of my balls. There we go. But yeah, one of the more comical answers was they put in, and it took me a moment to get it, which is alarming really, because it's the most obvious thing in the world, but there was suggestion that they should call him Darth Hellother, which of course, if you read it correctly, which I didn't the first time, equates to Darth Hello There. Which I thought was mildly amusing, but anyway, that's the end of that story basically. I can't fully remember any of the others, truth be told. Oh, there was Darth Surrendus, because of his tactic of surrendering and then not surrendering. His oft-used tactic of going, yes, no, I surrender. No, wait, no, I'm not done. But so Darth Surrendus. I think it was something along those lines. It might be Surrenderus or Surrendus. I'm not sure. I couldn't quote you on that one. Well, that fence is lost. One day I'm gonna go around some of these areas and just discover a load of long lost fence and long lost other little bits and pieces. And it's like, yep, no, that's fine. There you go. Well, oh, you saw the article as well. It's probably the same article in fairness. But yeah, that was, as I say, the hello there. I am Darth Hello There. Struck me as rather an entertaining premise. Now, theoretically, I don't really think the crested fountain's going to be there, but yeah, okay, so that one, Metal King Slime's crown. That might be quite fun. Merman model. Ghost statue. Sunflower seeds. Oh shit, yeah, I wanted to plant some sunflower seeds. I suppose maybe just leave it. Leave that statue until later. Portrait of a lady. We might do portrait of a lady as well. Okay, so that's quite a chunky. That's quite a chunky statue. That can probably go there. Now there's a couple of things I want to potentially do first. So, and then the king's crown is quite small. You're relatively small sized as well. So okay. +1 to player ship sunk, I guess. Oh, well done. Well done. That is quite the challenge. However, you will be banned if you say, yeah, I found a parked boat and destroyed it. I will destroy you. I will ban you. But I don't think that's in your nature. I don't think you're that sort of bastard. But if you are, I do warn you, there are consequences. Does this thing actually stick out at a weird angle? Yes, it does. Okay. Is there going to be a way? Probably with my gloves. Hey! That's not unattractive. I don't know if I'd classify it as attractive, but it's not unattractive. Right, so I think what we want to do... I tell you what, maybe this is where I said I wanted the silver bricks to be able to punch some of this a little bit anyway. So I'm thinking... There. And I'm slightly wondering if my little chisel tool, diagonal chisel, yeah, that's not quite gonna. Oh, actually, no. Oh, that's actually not bad. I wonder if I can get rid of. I can potentially do the back as well. That's gonna look. Yeah, it's gonna look a little bit off, isn't it? That one. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Didn't want to do that front one. Equally didn't want to do that. I suppose, yeah, there is a way of doing... Oh, that's actually even better, isn't it? Well, I mean, I say that's even better. I don't know if I fully agree with that sentiment, but... It does sort of mean I'd have to... I might need to just expand it out, but... I don't dislike it. Yeah. Oh, fuck it, I might leave it just like that. Truth be told. Now, the only... Whoops, didn't mean to quite do that. Whoops, no. I've got the wrong tool on. Yeah, as I loosely suspected, yes. Now. Yeah. If I moved... No, I don't think there's a way of doing it because it's not divisible by 3. Is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Which 12 is actually divisible by 3, but not. Or would it simply work out? No. I'm pretty certain it wouldn't, because I suppose the problem is what I'm doing. No, that's right. What I would end up doing there is taking 2 off of the 12 and therefore getting 10. That's the issue we're stuck on. Anyway, so I'll just catch up on the chat. I got distracted by trying to make things look fancy. Doing okay, excellent. Just watching Smite Pro League. It's the end of the split tournament, which means currently it's all minor league teams playing the SPL teams, with all of them being clean sweeps for the SPL teams. Oh, I see. That seems almost unfair, but there you go. +1 to player ship sunk, nice. Had a tussle with a player swoop, but I won! They attacked me. That's good. When defending yourself, all bets are off. You know, fuck them up. Fuck them up real good. So I suppose what we could try and do... Yeah, if we get rid of that and just go for sort of like a 4 before block there. I suppose we can probably get away with placing that, and then actually we might be able to get away with trimming all those corners down. Right, it's going to be a very tight tight pyramid where that base is now, which is not necessarily optimal. But then again, it might be, how you say, sufficient. I think that is how you say sufficient. Right, and again, we'll just sort of basically reflect what we had over. Oops. Oh no, that did work. It's quite an odd tool because you do really have to concentrate on where you're actually sticking your tool, which I suppose arguably that's one of those things. Just in life in general, you really do have to concentrate where you're sticking your tool. I suppose let's have a look. How big's the ghost statue? Ghost statues only have one as well. But what I might do is I might leave. Yeah, I might leave one of those open for the sake of having that. And now what we'll do is maybe sort of another one of these groups of 4. Oops, not there. Whoop, no, that wrong tool again. Oh, you are simply the wrong tool. Yes, you are. Oh, I suppose that, yeah, that's a slight problem. I can't put that in the middle. How did I put that in the middle? That don't make no sense. Oh, because it was all four spaces in the first place. So no, right, let's trash those and have a rethink. Or let's slight rethink. I suppose actually what might be quite okay, especially since they are just a singles. So we have that there, and then we sort of have the same thing reflected the other side. And then we just trim that front bit down. And then what we're going to do, pop the old ghost statue there, and pop the old king's crown there. Lovely jubbly. Do we have anything else? We do have stackable dracolite, which I don't know if that necessarily counts, but if I do ever find any more of the stackable dracolite pieces, I can put them in there. I'm slightly tempted. Should we have like a fancy wall hanging? Don't necessarily think it's necessary or desirable, but one of those ones where I could have one. Can't place that there. That's fine. I suppose. Do I have like one that stretches 3 wide? Decorative drapery. Oh, decorative drapery. Apparently. No, that's not quite what. No. No. That's more like it. There we go. That's not too. Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do it this time. Oh, I can. It looks shite though. Just smashed all my windows, so that's good. Thanking you, thanking me. I need, I believe, 3 windows. 3 windows for all. Yes, indeed. Oh, Lordy. There we go. Right, we've got our room back in action. So, yeah, the drapery will have to just be one side because I've made glass windows the other side. It's my own fault for making glass windows, I suppose. That's just one of those things. Oh, yes, it is. I don't really want to use the rock bomb bed, I don't think. But I think at this point, let's try and install our stanchions. So I'm thinking maybe... Oh, that's not quite what I wanted. But we have now got an enormous sculpture gallery, so that's nice. What other kind of windows are there other than glass? Plastic? Microsoft? The 2 immediate sassy answers have been used. I can't think of any others though. Just a hole? Technically just a hole is a window. You don't need the glass in it. You just need the hole. Stop saying the word hole. That's fair. Ho ho ho, another cracking job, Falcon. Would you look at that? The mini medal. I acquired a mini medal. Just 7 more tablet targets to tick off the list. I'll give you a lovely cell-built Noculus. Toodle pip 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 for now, son. Toodle pip 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 for now. Now, yes, the problem we've got is that stanchion is too clever. It is trying to be too smart, which is slightly problematic. Because when it's too smart, it links up with the wrong thing. And therefore, you have trouble. That's not intolerable, actually. Yeah, do you know what? Oi likes it. Not a lot. That's, yeah, I was going to say, that's going to be trying to be too smart for its own good. But he is. I likes it. I likes it like that. Pop a little light there. I'm not quite so sure. What direction? Oh, no, okay. Fine-ish. That gonna work? Yeah, there you go. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Do another light there? I mean, that really gets a little bit too on the sort of crown. Looks a bit too much like it's sort of directly trying to be on top of its little head. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to safety smash this so that I don't smash anything else in the area. But yeah, so there we have our museum. Now all we need to do is get two more lovely little displays, and we should be able to sort that one out. So now, I suppose there's an argument to be had that I think we probably do need more rooms, because I suspect that's going to evolve into even more rooms, which is where we'll perhaps go back to the list of rooms and try and find a nice interesting one. That's the build table, not a tablet target. You fool. New targets materialise. 5 more rooms, sir. 5 more rooms. And plant every kind of flower. I genuinely thought it was only 1 flower left, and therefore would have been a slightly easier job, but no. We need more flowers. But let's focus on these rooms for now. Let's have a cheeky little save as well, just in case we don't want to lose our progress. Because that would be an inconvenience. Okay, so our next one in the list. Right, so this is a venerable bedroom we're trying to build next. Let's try and grab. So I'm assuming like a venerable sounds like it's sort of meant for an elderly person, perhaps, isn't it? It's meant to be nice, and it's meant to be homely, and it's meant to be for a gentleman who has become venerable. But let's just see if we can possibly combine 2 things into one element. Because we do know someone who is possibly considered venerable. We shall see. Jerome. Oh lordy, Jerome, you have expensive tastes. Do we think we can manage? I don't know if it will count. Plus, having to make it 4 fanciness is going to prove troublesome. Anyway, so I suppose cool. What sort of blocks are we looking for if we're going to try and make him a cool room? Probably. Are these cool? No, they're flamboyant. Cool. Castle is cool. Okay. Castle is cool. I mean, technically I could try and just build him a little castle. I could build him a little castle in his world. Would he like a little castle? Would he like a little castle in his life? I think he would. I think he would like a little tiny castle. I'm gonna try to build him his own tiny castle in the sky. Sky not guaranteed. Which arguably should almost be the subtitle of Sky's Internet. Sky, it's not guaranteed. But anyway, we'll try and build this as fancy as we can. Might be able to pop some alcoves in there. Adobe windows might fit the castle vibe, although there might be a castle window, in which case... that's a steel door. There's a white steel door. Do we have like a... I mean, I'm assuming probably the steel door is kind of the one, but I'll have a look at the other door options we've got. Oh, there you go. Yes, we do actually have a castle window, so we might as well use those. Good evening, Corvus! I am going to build windows. I'm going to need some more glass. Hello there, General Corvus. Welcome. Welcome indeed. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be steel doors, but I think if memory serves, steel doors are a size 3. Oh no, steel doors are a size 4. They are not necessarily what I want. Doors. Am I not allowed to re-dye that? I mean, in fairness, I don't have any black anyway. Apparently, no. Huh. It's so weird that I cannot really dye my door. I suppose I will live. Mostly. My enemies, they will not live. I will destroy my enemies with great prejudice. But yes, I'm fine. I'm playing a good old Dragon Quest Builders 2, which, in fairness, almost always puts me in a good mood because it's Dragon Quest Builders 2. It is one of the best things. One of the best things indeed. I love it to bits and it's very enjoyable. Grandfather clock, that's what we want. We want a grandfather clock in our area. I tell you what, we'll try to dye it white. It will end up matching the door, which I think will be a good thing. Now, I don't know what that is. Unless that's what that is. That might be what that is. Probably want to dye that white as well. Let's go. Dye some things white. Yes, that's right. I am engaging in severe whitewashing. Which is never a good thing. Ooh! Unless, of course, you spot it and it goes, that actually looks quite good in white. At which point, yeah, that's fine. That's not. That's that's still gone alarmingly racist. But there you go. Right. Now I just have to find a location for my boy's little castle. Good question. It's a good question. I don't necessarily want to dispense of too much more forest, because I feel like I am struggling with deforestation laws as it is. He says immediately deforesting things. Well, there you go. That's a different cannon. He says with a major dose of ADHD. But, or is it? Maybe it's not. I swear that's a different cannon than the one we saw earlier on. But maybe it's not. But yes, thank you for asking, Corvus. How are you? How are you and what are you up to? Usually that's how are you and how are you doings. How are you and what are you up to? That sounds a little bit more aggressive, doesn't it? There's either whimsy or aggression. Apparently I can't find a decent mid-ground. It's either, hey, it's whimsy, how are you and how are you doings? Or it's just pure aggression of, how are you and what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, son? Nobody knows. It's quite the shocker. Right, so he wants a 4-star room. What size room is that? That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star room. So we don't really want that. This, I think, is going to be a 5-star as well. Doo-doo-doo. Watching you for one. That's always nice. The other is a bit of a loaded question. I'll fudge with. Not too bad. Oh, do. We're fine. It's all good. It's all good inside of my hood. What the fuck was I trying to do? Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out how big the room needs to be. I'm thinking like here-ish. I just don't know precisely where in the here-ish. I'm gonna get rid of these little bits. And I must admit, this tree here feels like it's gonna get in the way, so we're gonna get rid of this tree. Gonna trash these just in case there's cotton, and there is. Can I trash those without actually trashing them? Didn't get cotton, huh? Didn't get cotton. Okay, interesting. Plus they are disappearing anyway, so I think maybe... Yeah, the hammer seems to get me cotton. Sorry, I'm looking at you in the bath. It's the disadvantage, I suppose, of only having roof adjacency. Only having roof adjacency. What you did? Why did you... Did you just do something in the corner? I mean, I don't think I need to know what, but it felt like you did something in the corner. Anyway, now I can see the old man in the bathroom. I can see the old man in the bathroom. It's like the old man in the sea, but more in a bathroom. I don't know how far back here I want to go, which is why I'm going to do it slowly and figure it out. Because I don't necessarily fancy going up and trying to dispense of this whole area. So what I might do is just take it back to roughly what is the main area of cliff. Yeah, actually, I think this is going to work out reasonably well. I think this is going to be fine. Going to be fine indeed. Yeah, especially like that, and then take care of this extra little bit here. Perfect. It's the most perfect thing in the world. It's a perfect scenario, a perfect indeed. Now let's just fill in some floor over here. Oh, fill in a little bit more of that. Give us a bit more wiggle room when building it up and building it down, and we'll trash this area here as well. Just to, again, give a bit more of a clear path towards it. And now I think we basically have a guess at what we feel is a sort of 4 size room. So if we pop those like there maybe, and then where's my actual wall? I apparently didn't get my wall out. I've got all the accoutrements to wall, but no actual wall. There we go. There's the wall. That's the wall I'm looking for. So 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. We'll try this size. I've got a feeling this might end up being sort of a size 3 maybe. But we'll go with it for now and see what happens. I've got room to build out at least 1 more block there. And I can build out the side blocks as well. For now, let's find out. So, no, that is exactly the size we want. But I must admit, maybe I will try, because I've got a little bit of leeway there. So what we'll try and do is we'll just build it out 1 more space to the sides. Which of course means 2 more spaces internally, because I want to do the other side in exactly the same fashion as well. Eventually we are going to want to figure out precisely where we want to put any of these accoutrements, windows and all that jazz, but for now I'm not going to worry too heavily about it. Let's see if that's going to be quicker. I feel like it's going to be quicker. Yeah, it is. It is, of course, quicker, doing it better than you were doing it previously. That is a standard fare. Right, depending on precisely how much wiggle room we got. Yeah, we still got a little bit of wiggle room, so... Although this, of course, being quite a lengthy piece... We'll do that again. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Okay, thank God. I didn't want to bash in the back. And where I'd placed my reticule. So something like that, that's going to trash that cliff. What I needed to do was come back a bit. And be a little bit more cautious and planning. Now, I feel like this is going to tip the balance. I think this is going to tip a large room into an enormous room. However, I am willing to take that chance and see what happens. Nope, it is still a large room. Excellent. It is currently still normal, surprisingly. Don't know precisely why that would be. Castle wall buttress. So, I don't necessarily know. Would I want that at the bottom, perhaps? Or do I want it like that? I don't dislike it like that. Makes it look a little bit more fortressy, doesn't it? It's at the front there. Look at me. Look at my fortress. Look at my fortress. Look at my fortress. It's a very enjoyable fortress. Probably will want to go up at least one more there. And then here... what I'll do is I'll do the full... I believe, yeah, as I suspected, a triple stack of windows makes for the full stack of windows. We'll do the same over here. Fanciness is going to be a problem, as is the norm. Did I actually do that in the right place? Yes, I did. Am I going to do this one in the right place? Yes. Yes, I believe I do. I believe I will, rather. Do I want this Adobe window after all? No, probably not, since I found official ones. What I might do is put an alcove wall in there. That's interesting. Yes, okay. Weird. I don't know if I like that, but still. Anyway, 2 from the edge. I don't quite understand. When this tile was supposed to be linking, I don't know why it's doing sort of indenty. I suppose it's just meant to be variation, perhaps. No, it's fine. It's good enough. And as we all know, good enough rarely is. Do we want sort of like a battlement up there? Yeah, I feel like that's going to look okay. Oops, not. That, however, not quite so much. What I'm going to want to do is get a 3rd stack of that there. Excellent. And now... bam! Please, man. Please, man. Get it right. Bam, 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 bam. What I think I may end up having to do is golden floor, because we need that fanciness level up to 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, maximum. So we will have to work around his stupid requests. Oh yes. Pop that along there, and I'm probably going to have to figure out a way of getting on top of this area. Which I think I just have. No. Yes, there we go. And now let's go back here. And I don't... oh, I can stand on the door. For some reason, I thought the door was going to be... well, that's the wrong way around. I thought the door was going to be awkward and not actually allow me to stand on it. But fortuitously, it's fine with it. Yeah, this is looking a nice, like, sweet little castle. Now that I don't like. I feel like I'm going to have to figure out a different way of doing the corners. For now, we'll put that there. Because as a side running thing, it looks really nice, but the corners really do look quite sloppy. So maybe figure out how best to do a corner outside of actually doing a corner piece here. Possibly, I might end up having to use my little diagonal top, and I've not leapt over. I got into a lovely little pattern there, and then I managed to forget to lean over. Oh, you bloody bell end! Eat your cabbages! Eat your sodding cabbages! Eat them all! Eat every cabbage you can find. You will eat every cabbage, yes. Yes, you will. It'll make you grow up big and... that's the wrong way around again. Every time. Everyone's a winner, baby. That's for nope. That's for nopes. You do not want this thing. Right, so I want to get rid of that corner piece as well, and put in that piece. And now we basically want to try and figure out this corner piece, which I think is going to be... I don't know. It's the honest truth, I don't know. If I put that in there, and then I take my chiseling tool, and come in at an angle... I mean, truth be told, I think that's going to be the best I can muster at the moment. Whoops, I've still got my chiseling tool in. That might be the best I can muster at the moment. Would it be better to do it on top? Actually, I've had an idea that might look better. So, we unchisel that. And then... not 100% sold on whether this is going to work or not now. So the idea was to do that and that. And that. And that. And that. And then we chisel that side. And we chisel that side. Whoops. That's not... that wasn't the intended result. Well, that didn't necessarily look terrible. Just didn't necessarily look good either. No. No, I think I may have to actually have the scaffolding because the tool doesn't like... oh, that's not... no, that's not quite work the way I wanted it to work. Is there a way to make it work the way I wanted it to work? No. No, I don't think there is. There's some sort of... no, okay. If I... experimentation time. Nope, that's the wrong way. If I'm gonna do that at all. Nope, okay, what a... I'll tell you what we might be able to get away with doing if we are very, very careful. There we go. We do not want to smash too many things. If we smash too much, we fuck it. And we do not want to smash things so much you fuck it. Although ironically, of course, they consider it a smash. Ah ha 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 ha. Okie dokie dokes. Okie smoky pokies. Now, I must admit, I should have, once again, dropped down and smashed things as I was smashing things. Or, I should have smashed it while I was dropping down. Get rid of that scaffolding in favour of course, brand new scaffolding. I call it scaffolding, it's not really scaffolding, is it? But, you know, close enough. And yeah, okay, that's not intolerable. Now, I must admit, I don't know why that corner piece... I suppose maybe it's just the nature of that corner piece. Let's just try... what I'm going to try and do is replace that corner piece. See if it does that. And then it syncs up with the rest of it. Okay. That is not 100% intolerable. Not necessarily what you'd classify as super, super, super good, but it's distinctly tolerable. Sometimes, as often mentioned in fairness, tolerable has to suffice. Is it sufficient? Yes? That'll do then. That'll do. Right, so what we need to do is, I believe we want to build up here. Get rid of this bit. Pop that in, pop that in. Get rid of that bit. Pop that in. Now get back here, pop that in. Pop that in, pop that in. So hopefully, as is potentially being proven here, now I know the method. With a bit of luck, I can repeat said method several times without as much faffing around. Oh yes, because I know all of the angles. Kurt, and I'm sure there's another Angle somewhere. Another person called Angle. Kurt Angle was a wrestler, for anybody unaware. If you are unaware of Kurt Angle, that may be because you don't watch wrestling, which is fair enough. In fairness, I don't watch wrestling anymore. I used to watch wrestling a lot, but nowadays, not quite so much. I got sort of bored with the wrestling and decided, no, I don't want to watch wrestling anymore. It became slightly tiresome. Especially WWE became tiresome for me because I could predict every single match. And that wasn't as fun as you might think it is. It just became this sort of repetitive kind of, yep, no, he'll win. And especially the worst ones, for people who used to watch it, the worst matches were the ones where you went, well, he's too big to lose, but he's going against someone else who's too big to lose. Neither of these guys could possibly lose this. Oh, of course. It's going to go to a disqualification. And the worst part of that is discovering the fact that I was right. Neither of them could lose, therefore it went to a disqualification. And being able to predict that level of detail made me sort of go, no, I'm moving on from watching WWE. That was when I started watching TNA, which was a lot better. Because arguably it might be because, you know, I didn't know the wrestlers and stuff like that, which is fair enough. But it's nonetheless, it was like, okay, I need a very specific position to allow this to work, which means I need the scaffolding in a very specific position, which I think I've managed it. I think it's this one, yeah. I mean, in fairness, I think it may have changed years and years ago. Whoops! Careful where you're smashing, sir, please. Because it's been many years since I watched WWE, so any information I have regarding WWE is very, very, very old. So I suspect it may have changed. Plus the fact that, as I was about to explain, part of it may have simply been, Jesus Christ! Fucking hell! What the? You can fuck off. Okay. That... I don't know if you could hear it, or you just got the reaction, is the truth, but apparently there's a little tiny advert that's been playing on my phone while I've got the guide up. Oh, you did hear the voice. There you go. I've got the guide to know the rooms on my phone. So that I've been looking at that each time, so that I know roughly what I'm trying to accomplish when it comes to building the rooms. So I've got the venerable bedroom in front of me, so that I could access that quickly. And yeah, it's been fine this whole time, and then suddenly, just now, they decided, no, you know how you had it on mute? No. You do not have it on mute anymore. I don't know precisely how they've managed to get away with that, but there you go. Right, hopefully I can just about squeak in there and do that. Excellent, I can. Now I just need to get myself out of this wall situation, and whoops, well, I've got myself in a hole situation now. Right, excellent. I think we've built a little wall. But yeah, it suffice to say, scared the living bejesus out of me. Because I was not expecting some random dude to come on and go, oh, it's for casinos. So I thought something was going horribly, horribly wrong. And in fairness, it did. Some bloke came on and told me about fucking casinos. And I don't want to know about your fucking casinos. You can take your casino, you can shove it up your arse, and then you can twist it with a plum. That's how much I want to know about your fucking casino. But yes, it came as a bit of a surprise. It's one of those ones when you're alone in a house, random voices suddenly appearing from nowhere can and will scare the sweet mother of Christ out of you. Do. Of course, apparently, the only thing that was keeping the phone from going to sleep, as it turns out, was that advert. I need more gold! Which, in fairness, I can go and get more gold, but it's still annoying that I have to go and get more gold. I can also set up one of these furnaces to do a load more glass as well. We'll probably split... I think there's 2 here. Yeah, there's 2. So we'll do 100 more gold and 100 glass, or however many glass, I suppose. I don't know if I can actually do 100. Oh, I can. I've got infinite supply. So actually, I could just do shitloads of gold, couldn't I? Just infinite gold. Holy crap, yes, I can do infinite gold. Well, okay, I could have done infinite gold if that pesky little... Don't you motherfucker. Gonna definitely need to invest in a seal of Erdrick round here, aren't I? Although I don't know if I've got the resources for another seal of Erdrick. We've used several. Right, so 999 golds and 999 plus glasses. Stick it all in. That is going to take a long time to complete, but I'm not going anywhere. I've got time. It'll just slowly do it over the course of now. Right, more gold tile. More furnaces would be a viable option. Yeah, I could easily put in more furnaces. I don't know. It's one of those ones where I don't think it'll be necessary. Now, I'm willing, and I fully understand that I'm going to come back to the game at some point and go, do you know what? It would have been really useful if I had a load more furnaces, because then I would have had all the materials. But yeah, and someone will come up and remind me, oh yeah, but you said you didn't fancy doing all that. You said you couldn't really be bothered. And now, of course, you're suddenly realising, yeah, that you actually could have put in, as you say, Corvus, what you could do is you could have put in a furnace per material, and then you would have had all the materials that you want now. Now you're going to have to build all those furnaces now, and that's going to slow down the proceedings. If you'd done it before, it would have been much better. But, you know, sometimes I just have to live with the consequences of my ineptitude. My bag is full. God damn it, my bag is full. Right, so okay, let's double check this venerable bedroom, because now I actually have to activate my phone every time, which is why I was almost appreciative of it not doing that. But I don't think we can have a repeat of the random man go play in a casino. Lights, here we go. Lights. Come on and do the lights. Lights. It's lighting time indeed. Candelabras possibly work. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Should I give him his own little throne? I don't think we should give him his own little throne. Oh, I will give him his own little throne, because it's about the same colouring as the thrones. So he's got his own little tiny throne. I mean, I suppose we could give him a toilet, in which case he could have his own wooden throne. His wooden toilet throne, because the toilets in this are made of wood, if you're interested, rather than what we would consider the porcelain throne, of course. Ew, porcelain. I'm just making noises so that it seems like I know what I'm doing, despite the fact that I'm not sure what I'm actually looking for. There's one of the things I'm looking for, one of the things I'm after. There's the other one that I'm after. Oh yes indeed. So that's a 4 one. I feel like I want another potted plant now, because if I do that, yeah I do. I want another plant. I want another plant pot in my life. I don't even know if that's actually what I need, truth be told, but this is the best I've got, the best thought in my life. My best thought on what is and isn't a potted plant is a plant that's in a pot. Now, call me strange, but I think that's going to turn out to be a potted plant. However, I'm not going to lie, I cannot guarantee this. So we may find ourselves going, oh, whoopsie doodles, we're not going to get a potted plant. Also, I don't, because I'm going to put a bedroom sign in here in order to let the man have his bedroom. I don't know if it's going to count. So I may end up having to make another venerable bedroom at some point. There we go. We'll pop your little throne in between the plants. And now I suppose I could use sunflower seeds, but I don't want to. What are you? A coffee bean? Okay, we don't really need a coffee bean. Tomato seeds, wheat seeds, acorns, medicinal shrubs, milk blossoms. I must admit, everything's white, so let's have milk blossoms in his little throne. Oh, no, put it in. Put it in. No. Put it, oh. No. How do you... How do I live without you by my side? I swear to the sweet baby Jesus, and I do frequently swear to the sweet baby Jesus, because the sweet baby Jesus needs to know, he needs to understand that the sweet baby Jesus, he can't keep doing these things. So I swear at the sweet baby Jesus, I tell him you can't fucking do these things. Potted flower. Oh, I actually need a flower. Can't just plant a... How else would you get yourself a potted flower outside of putting the seed in the flower pot? That's how you get a potted flower. Yeah? I mean, it is. You got to understand, the way you get the flower is you put it in the potted plant. And then you get the flower after you get the potted plant. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a little bit of dirt. That's not a bit of dirt. Why is that not a bit of dirt? It's because I'm not on the right fucking hotbar. So I can put a little bit of dirt there, a little bit of dirt there. And plant the little plant there. Now what I'm going to have to remember is when those little plants, when they come out, I'm going to have to remember that they need to not be destroyed. I've got to be careful. Now, I don't like the barrier between snow and gold tile. So that's another thing we're going to have to work on. I don't know how. I'm thinking maybe castle wall. Just in the floor, which will make it castle floor. I don't know if there is an official castle floor. Let's go have a look. I've got to wait until my plants grow anyway, so let's go see. Let's go. Come on and do the castle floor. Go. It's castle floor indeed. Do. Come on and do the castle floor. Do. It's castle floor for me. Do. Come on and do the castle floor. Do. It's castle floor for me. Oh yes, castle floor for you. And a castle floor for me. And a castle floor for all involved. No. I mean, no is the fundamental answer. I could build myself a butt rest. I will just clarify that's not what that says. It says buttress, but I like the idea of it just being a butt rest. A draconic column. Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's get him a couple of draconic columns. That might be quite fun. Stick a couple of them on the battlements. Really make his castle stand out. It's my little castle. It's my little thing. Granite! No. Copper floor? Maybe. Citadel floor? Nah. Ah, yeah. Oh, can be dyed. Ooh. Do I actually have castle tile on me then? Or is this another one that's in a storage crate somewhere? No, I do actually have castle tile on me. So, how about... I'm thinking just 4 of those would do nicely. Nicely. Can I dye the dragons? I get the impression the answer is no. You fucking... Fuck off, moth. Fuck off, moth! You, moth. Fuck off, moth. Would you please? I'll tell you what's going to be the quickest way of figuring this out is to fire up this. No, it cannot be dyed. It's fine. I mean, technically it's white and gold anyway, so that's not exactly a huge problem that it can't be dyed. I was just curious. Now, I was thinking there, and I was thinking the other side. Oh yeah, I likes that. I likes that a lot. That is very nice. I likes it. I likes it quite substantially. Now, I wanted to put his little sign in, so I'll tell you what. We'll pop that sign in. Oh, I suppose it does need a bed, doesn't it? I mean, isn't that what it is? You're going to have to help me out, because I fear... I've done it again. You would have filled in your bingo square, because I've forgotten what I said that warranted the answer. I mean, isn't that what it is? So, I apologise profusely, but you may have to fill me in as to what you were referring to when you said that. Right, I want to break free. No, what I really, really want, I really want it. Zigga zigga ah. I sounded like the posh pyro voice from Sea of Thieves there for a moment. I really want a zigga zigga ah. Not quite. If we trash that, and I think this time we don't really need a sort of a particularly visible fancy block. I just need it not... Yeah, that's it. I needed it not to be the transition between snow... Bollocks. I needed it not to be the transition between snow and bollocks. Which, I mean, is in fairness, just one of those things. Sometimes you do not want the transition between snow and bollocks. Potted flower. It's a very cack-handed method of getting a potted flower, but it has undeniably gotten me a potted flower. So now, at this point, let's get my hammer back out and grab my soil again. I'm gonna grab my soil again. And now, really, what we want to do is try and get him a lovely bed. What sort of bed do you want, indeed? Don't think I've got any beds on me. So we're gonna have to look at our supply of beds. Our bed supply. Oh yeah, I was gonna have a look at my equipment stakes, wasn't I? Ooh, the Thanatos shield. I can actually afford to build a Thanatos shield, but it gives off an eerie aura. But it is actually better... I'm assuming I have the hero shield at the moment, don't I? Where's my buttons? Buttons. Oh no, I've got the liquid metal shield, which in fairness actually, yeah, the Thanatos is still better. But it does emit an ominous aura. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know what that ominous aura is. So I may regret the decisions I'm making. 61, so yeah, that spiked armour is actually much better. But it would use 2 of the orichalcums. Does that use orichalcum? It does use orichalcum. Leather armour, so leather armour is definitely worse. Big sword of bananas. That's plus 50. Yeah, that's plus 86. I think the big sword of bananas, it may emit a sort of... actually, it's more giraffes. Yeah? I don't know. It's very tiny, so you might not be able to see it. But I feel like it's got like a patterning that suggests giraffes. Anyway, Erdrick's sword I would absolutely fucking love. But for now, do you know what? Fine, I'm going to have myself a creepy Thanatos shield. I don't know if that's going to just suddenly randomly kill me, owing to the fact that it emits an ominous aura. And oh, oh no, the Thanatos shield is cursed. I don't think I should have done that. I'm thinking, yeah. They're not allowed to change now. Yeah, the Thanatos shield is cursed and cannot be removed. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a fucking clue how you uncurse things in this game. I don't think I've ever actually put a cursed item on. I just thought it'd be a bit of a giggle, you know. But now I'm stuck with a cursed shield. It's fine. Technically, it's doing a lot more for me. Defense plus 42, or is it? Yeah, 42. It's doing well. I said a lot. A lot was generous. It's doing a tiny bit of extra defense for me. But I don't know what it's going to do on top of that. So that's possibly going to prove awkward and difficult and troublesome. Oh, but there you go. That is a very nice clock. Oh, it's a delicious clock. He said, just about realising that it sounds like he said something else, perhaps. Right, so beds, beds, bath and beyond. You'll need to locate the workbench available at the Isle of Awakening. Interact with this workbench, then craft a special potion in exchange for 1 silver and 1 medicinal leaf. Take this potion, you should be able to unequip a cursed item like the Sword of Ruin in Dragon Quest Builders 2. I don't know if I've got a recipe for that. No, there you go, that's the one. Sheen Salts, a sanctified solution of curse cleansing compounds. Banishes curses. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pick up one of them. Oh, I've apparently already got some. Where is that then? Oh, where? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's over. So if I take that out, I don't know what happened. I'm just curious what happens when I drink it. I'm assuming, yeah, the shield just goes off. And then I immediately put the shield back on like a fucking idiot. But no, as I say, technically speaking, unless we discover something it does which is truly negative, which will be fun, he says, knowing full well it's going to kill me at some point. What are beds? Beds. 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 Just going to give him a basic bunk as his beds. And then what I plan on doing is I'm going to dye it white to go with the rest of his decor. All of his decor is very, very white indeed. But as we all know, Jerome is a massive racist, as everybody understands. Right, bed. I guess just in the corner. Do. Right, so this should be. Lights. I've forgotten lights, baby. Lights indeed. What sort of lights do we feel? I think I was going to look up new lights to see if there was anything new that I fancied. I could do the Lincoln lamp. That could be quite a nice one. Yeah, that one stacks. That one's the table lamp. A watchfire? Yeah. I mean, it's a peculiar one, but it could work. As he's meant to be a soldier, the idea of a watchfire. I must admit, even if I don't put them inside, I might put a couple outside. Because again, he's meant to be this old soldier. Arguably the fireplace. The fireplace could work. Because it is in a little castle. Let's grab a fireplace. I may change my mind. Let's have a look. Your bog standard sconce. This is always quite good. Wall lamps. Again, quite nice. What, I'm going to get 3 wall lamps. Just to sort of jog that up to 4. And then we'll get 4 sconces. And then we'll make a decision when we get there. If we ever get there, I'll see you when I get there. Whee! Oh, I see. I've also got the little curse icon under my experience bar. I wonder if that's going to do something more as well than to the experience. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Right, so is there going to be a convenient place for my fireplace? Not really. I must admit, at the back here would probably be the most convenient place, but I've put a chair there. Now, the big question is, do I want to change that, or do I want to just leave the fireplace? Because, oh, I'd say, actually, no. Lovely corner. Lovely little bit of corner there. Large, venerable bedroom. That's what. Oh, hello. What? Oh no! I thought it'd gone off there for a moment. When he came in the room, it felt like I couldn't move, which was alarming. Now up there. What do we think? Down. No, do you know what? Up there, I think is alright. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with up there. Nice. Well, we built him a castle. Now, theoretically, of course, I don't know whether this is going to work out or not. Jerome, he's happy. He's a happy fucking bunny. I do like happy bunnies. Have a swig of drink while we're waiting for the fanfare to finish. And I make it almost sound like I don't enjoy it. I enjoy that fanfare every time. I especially like in like the main Dragon Quest series. You don't get as much here. Although maybe you get it. Oh yeah, you do. You do actually. You get it whenever you get someone to join the island. There is the sort of joining of the party theme, and that is particularly epic as well. Which you usually get in the main games. But yeah, are you Jerome? Oh yeah, you are Jerome. It's just you've changed your clothes. Speaking of, I was going to change my clothes, wasn't I? I might go back to being Turtle Boy. Oh, that is a bloody hand that is supposed to be here. I was about to pounce, and I was then suddenly realised, oh no, he's allowed to be there. Oops, no, don't get him. Change the look. There we go. I'm going to continue being male because I don't feel he needs a sex change at this point. Maybe one day, but at the moment I'm happy with him sticking to being a man. Sticking to be a man's man. Oh yes, a manly man. A more manly man has never been manned. A witch's hat. A dracky cap. I could go back to my regular hair, I suppose. Or, of course, we could go Oddly Link. Which, in fairness, it is Oddly Link, but it is also the original Dragon Quest builder's hat, I believe. Yeah! I mean, I am a Ninja Turtle, so a mustachioed turtle. No, I think on this one, if we can remove that, yeah, that's right. Eye, skin, hair, that's all good. I must admit, how do I live? No, I do want that. I just because it's weird, but I like it. It's one of those ones where it's like I can't dye. I wonder if it's because the shell is green, the hat is reflecting the shell's green. And if I change the shell to a different colour, assuming I can, of course. Now I may have to unequip it. Oh, okay, there we go. So we've got a white tortoise shell, purple. Purple's not bad. Pink, red. Red's not too bad. Yellow, blue. Blue would probably be too much. But do you know what? I'm slightly tempted to leave it green. Truth be told. Yeah, I think I might just leave it green. It's a very bright green against my against the bright blue of the hair, but I think I can live with it. It's fine. Oh, red, yeah, red Cooper shell. Do I actually have red dye though? That's a slight problem. Yes, I do. Yeah, I suppose arguably I could, if I wanted to go first place, I could go blue. But I don't know if this is going to actually do. No, I think I'm going to have to readjust and re-equip over here. Dink, dink. One day I'll finish that pub as well, but that pub offended me. And owing to the fact that that pub offended me, I'm no longer dealing with that pub. There we go. Oh, so now I've actually got a red and a green one. And yes, the hat is set to reflect whatever colour the shell is, which is interesting. I was genuinely not expecting that. But there you go. So nice. I don't need that on me, that's fine. Right. Ooh, ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more, please. Cheeky little save. But it is, yeah, it's gone 11 o'clock, so I believe that cheeky little save may very well be the end of saves. Let's just have a look. So, what would be our next Bedramo? So, what's your variations here? Oh, I see. Venerable can have alarm clocks, potted flowers, potted plants, grandfather clock. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, an alarm clock apparently is sufficient for a venerable bedroom. I feel like the bloody thing. No, I don't need an emergency number, thank you. I can't do anything. It's all so farmer's bedroom, farmer's flop house. I see, and then a farmer's lodge afterwards as well, which is basically a farmer's flop house is 4 beds, farmer's lodge is 8 beds. I'm going to have to wait and see. So that's a... I don't know what that is. Oh, that's Farmer's Flop House, Farmer's Lodge. Dormitory, done-up dormitory. That's a drop-dead dormitory. And then there's a billet, which is a sort of fighting area. Which, interestingly enough, if I want to, what I might do is if I could expand the castle. Oh, no, I've got windows now, haven't I? I mean, I suppose I could still just expand the castle. I mean, in fairness, actually, if I do expand that castle and build like a barracks and a billet there, I like the idea of Jerome just looking out going, "Yes, you will do the things I want you to do. I'm the master of the guard, don't you know?" I can't remember his voice if that wasn't obvious. But yeah, he's going to struggle to look out of it because obviously there's a day great beam there. But he'll just have to jump every now and again, won't he? Maybe I'm going to just sit in the throne. Sit in the Jerome throne! Yes! I do like the Jerome throne. It's a bit Spartan or sparse. Either one is good. You don't need both. It's a little bit Spartan in here. Do I want to give him something else? Do I want to give him a simple small table? Yeah, go on, mate. Have a simple small table. Where? I do not know, but do you know what? Have a simple small table there. I'm going to change it from being something else to something else. No, I think we're okay. Okay-ish. I do have to be careful not to sort of fuck it up, essentially. Tell you what, again, he's meant to be an old guard, so we'll give him some ornamental swords. Oh, that requires... Oh, no, alright, in that case, we'll... do you know what? I will get... I will smash that. Get a connecting counter. Then put the swords on the connecting counter. Now put his ornamental swords there. Where's that table gone? What do I want to put on the table? Let's try and spot something suitable. Suitable to put on his table. Is that stationary? Yeah, that'll be suitable to put on his table. Put on his little table there. Stationary. And then, I'll tell you what, you can have one of these red stools as well. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Still quite empty, but it's less empty than it was. It's less empty than it was. Hello, that RPG girl! Welcome to Dragon Quest Builders 2. Did I actually put lights in here? Oh yeah, I put the fireplace in. Do I want to put any more lights in here? Probably not. I thought I could possibly. Ooh. I'm shifting my little man. Shifting my little man. Look at my little man. Look at my little man. Don't look at my little man. I'll get thrown off to Twitch if I show you my little man. How are you, that RPG girl? How are you, and are you up to anything interesting? It doesn't necessarily have to be interesting, but are you up to anything at all? I feel like he'd enjoy a bold banner, but that's more wall decoration, isn't it? So, there you go. Above his bed, I think he'd enjoy a big banner. In fairness, I know I'd enjoy a big banner in my bedroom, but that's because I really like Hulk. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Right, so, yeah, I think there's not a whole lot else I can put in his bedroom without potentially running the risk of it no longer being that bedroom. If I overload it with bits and bobs, it might suddenly turn from a cool, venerable bedroom into something completely different. And we don't want that. Right, so yeah, I think the plan of action next week... Yeah. And the plan of action for next week is probably to expand that area out slightly. And once I expand the area out slightly, I suppose I could possibly go the other way. But I didn't really want to get rid of as many trees as I would have to if I expanded out this side. But I can't deny it would make some degree of sense. Maybe I'll expand out both directions. But yeah, what I'll try and do is probably put in like a billet, a barracks. Where are those rooms? Because I think I had more than... There you go, yeah. So there's a barracks there. There was the billet. I think there's like... I don't think I've done training rooms yet. Oh, there are. Let's have a look, see... Oh no, I do have an armory. And an armourer's... Oh, I have an armourer's workshop. I didn't know that. Awful. But yeah, I think the... Oh, training room. Training room, that makes sense. Training room would be a good choice. And we could, yeah... Oh, did I... I am going to put it away in a minute. It's a surprisingly compelling game. What did we do here then? Oh, I see. We didn't... Oh, hello. We don't remember this. An enormous flamboyant room. We don't remember this at all. Oh my. Oh my. I've got an enormous flamboyant room hidden below the castle. This is most unexpected. Fortress wall. I mean, fortress... Look. When's a wall a floor? Yeah? When you put the wall below your feet. That is the point in time when you discover that a floor is a wall and a wall is a floor. Now, I could do with really getting one space. That's perfect, I think. Yeah, it looks alright. We'll just carry on. Carry on doing a little extra piece of floor. So if we do that way and then just double check we've got... Okay, that's fine. Oh, and we need to do the centre. Excellent. So now we've got a slightly more interesting looking floor. I do wonder... So I've got like... So this is the infernal workbench. Yeah, okay. Which I think, in fairness, I may have another one of those somewhere. But, yeah, could work. And this is the... Oh, that's the sort of stick Malroth's bits in. Of course you want to stick Malroth's bits in. You're always going to want to stick Malroth's bits in. I wonder... It's definitely not going to work. Okay, yeah, I would also need a footstool. Oh, yeah, no, that's going to work. I don't really fancy the idea of having a footstool around every single one of these blocks, but I think I'm going to end up having to have a footstool around every single one of these blocks. We'll get away with... No, we did not get away with that. We're going to have to get a footstool. Destroy that footstool. I suppose... Embrace the idea of footstools here, footstools there, footstools everywhere. Oh, balls, I've run out. I've got plenty of footstools, but run out of battlements. Go get some more battlements. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. I do remember this room, because I didn't like the corners. They were a bit shit, weren't they? Tolerable. Tolerable. That's the key word. Always remember the keyword is tolerable. I'll tell you what, it's the fortress wall. We want a fortress wall. Could you, maybe? Could you, yes? Could you, that's the one. Good lad. I could possibly... Gotta be careful, gotta be very careful indeed, because I'm gonna... Yeah, if I do that, I'm gonna override the wall I don't want to override. I hate this tool. I hate this tool. I hate this tool. I hate this tool. I feel like there's a way of finagling, because you see there, that's finagled in my favour, but now I can't seem to finagle this other one. Maybe if I open the door, can I finagle from this side? I'm a finagler, I'm a finagler. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finagle this situation, despite being a finagler. I am the most professional finagler in the world, but I don't think I can finagle my way out of this So I may just have to destroy that floor and go from there and hope for the best, I suppose. But for now, what we'll try and do is do this. There's a wall here. Wait, what? Where do you want to... Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that'll do. And then that one. Yeah, that'll do. Now again, this starts getting awkward and requires finagling, because otherwise I'm going to take too much wool. There's so much that requires so much finagling. And unfortunately this tool is very bad for finagling. Finagling. Okay, that's interesting. So if we can do that the other side as well. No. One down. There you go, that's at least... I was going to say that's at least matching that, but it's not. Because for some reason, best known to itself, it's just a shit way they built the castle. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, patchy, but it'll do. And that's the best way to deal with all the enemies in this game. You summon an Apache, and it just comes down and goes. That's the machine guns. I don't think it was as obvious as I was hoping for that was a machine gun. I'm a machine gun. Right, anyway, let's save it and put it away for this week. And hopefully by next week I will have figured out a plan of action for these next few rooms. Which shouldn't be too difficult, because as I say, I think it's going to be sort of barracks. Not, well, maybe barracks. Maybe barracks. Definitely training room. Definitely billet. We'll try and remember a billet. Or is it a billet? I don't know. I think it's just a billet, but the only thing I can think of when it comes to billets is the old forging process, where you forge yourself a billet of steel. A steel billet. Or not necessarily a steel billet in Venice. Do 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 do. Ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. Come on. I don't know why I've got the conga stuck in my brain. I would offer to play you the conga, but I'd probably end up eradicated from Twitch for copyrights. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that is going to be true, because I suppose technically it is a copyright song, but I'm not sure if they'd really crack down on, come on and do the conga. Do do do, the conga time is here. Do do do, come on and do the conga. Do do do, 'cause conga time is here. Conga time is here. Right, let's use that one, and then that's about 5 minutes. So, or one will suffice. Anyway, I'll be back in approximately 5 minutes, where I will be doing Graveyard Keeper. So see you in 5. I'm still here. Yes? Yes, I am. My phone didn't go off. See you in 5.
ship. This is a pirate ship. Look, a three-headed monkey. This is a pirate ship. This is a pirate ship. Look, this is a pirate ship. Look, this is a pirate ship.
I am Murray, the all-powerful demonic skull.
This is a pirate ship. Look, this is a pirate ship. Look, a three-headed monkey.
I am Murray. I am Murray.
This is a pirate ship. Look,
I am Murray.
look, this is a pirate ship.
I will hide your keys beneath the cushions of your upholstered furniture.
This is a pirate ship. This is a pirate ship. Look, this is a pirate ship. Look, a three-headed monkey. This is a pirate ship. This is a pirate ship. Look, this is a pirate ship.
I am Murray.
This is a pirate ship. Look, this is a pirate ship.
I will hide your keys beneath the cushions of your upholstered furniture. And never more will you be able to find socks that match.